So you wrote the SOPs and the team agreed they were good SOPs. And then they got buried in Google Drive and nobody opens them. Today, I'm going to show you a free Chrome extension I built called SOP Sidekick that fixes the actual problem, which is not that your SOPs are bad. It's that your team doesn't want to go find them to use them. And we're going to flip the script on that. I'm Andy and I run an automation consulting business. I've spent more than 800 hours co-building automations live with business owners, and one pattern shows up over and over. The SOPs are written, the SOPs are good, but they live in a Google Doc that nobody opens because to open it, you have to remember it exists and find it and tab over to it. So the team improvises instead. There's a whole category of tools built right now helping you create SOPs faster and better. Scribe, Tango, Sweet Process, Flowster. These are all good tools and they solve the documentation problem. But there's a second problem that's bigger and almost nobody's talking about it. It's the delivery problem. A consulting firm called Talify puts it this way, and I'm paraphrasing, but it's still dead on. If finding the SOP takes longer than improvising a solution, your team will always improvise. It's not that your team is lazy, it's the cost of retrieval is higher than the cost of guessing. So they guess. Why would you walk to the kitchen for a snack if the kitchen was 4 miles away? You'd probably just go to Taco Bell somewhere. So if we want SOPs to actually get used, we have to do one thing. We have to make finding the SOP cheaper than improvising. Not faster, but cheaper, which means one click. That's the design constraint, and everything else flows from that. So here's the whole idea. SOP Sidekick is a Chrome extension. It watches the URL of your active tab. When the URL matches a pattern you've defined, then the side panel alerts the user with the right checklist. That's it. You simply open the side panel and the SOP is right there. Auto-magically. Open your Gmail and your email triage SOP shows up. Open a GitHub pull request page and the PR review SOP shows up. Open your Google business profile, the review response SOP shows up. The work and the instructions are now in the same place and you didn't have to go searching for anything. The toolbar icon alerts you by showing a number badge when that page has an SOP that matches. So now your team has a visual cue, an orange number and a check mark that says, there's a procedure for you. No badge means you're on your own, do your best. All right, so here's the part that makes it practical. Your SOPs actually live in a Google Sheet, so it's super easy. Not in a new platform that you have to sign up for and pay monthly, just a Google Sheet. So here's the SOP Sidekick Chrome extension store, and we're going to jump right into what this looks like and how it works. And we can have this up and running in like 90 seconds, no joke. So when we open this up real quickly, you get a light and dark mode and system mode for the colors. This is a refresh button in case you change the SOPs. All right, let's put this on light mode so it's a little easier to see on a screen. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to click back here on the settings or the options page. And you can see here there's some fields. And right here it says sample sheet content to copy. So you can copy this information right here. There's a button you can click to copy it. Or you can copy an existing Google Sheet. I'm going to do that. So we're going to click here. This is going to give us a chance to copy it. Yes, we're going to make a copy. All right, so here is what the Google Sheet looks like that you would set up for the SOP Sidekick. So you have a URL pattern over here in the first column. So I have two actually set up for GitHub. I have one set up for a business Google profile page, the YouTube studio, and the Upwork.com jobs page. So these are 5 SOPs, sample SOPs I have set up in this sheet for you. So what we're going to do is over here, it says in our Sidekick, set up your sheet. So this is super easy to do. So I'm going to copy the URL of that sheet. And before I go anywhere else, I have to make this where it can be viewed by anyone with the link. So I'm going to make that change. I'm going to copy the link again and hit done. So now anybody who has this link can use it in the SOP Sidekick. And so you might have multiple VAs, you might have multiple people on your team. You can give them all the same link and they can view it in their Sidekick. So I'm going to set up the sheet, and right up here at the top, you can enter a Google Sheet URL or ID. I have that URL. And then the sheet tab is going to be 0 for the first tab. So I'm just going to leave that alone, and I'm going to test my sheet connection. And we're connected, and we just loaded 5 SOPs. Okay, we're functional that fast, all right? Now, they're not your SOPs, but this is working. I'm going to head over to GitHub, and let me close the Sidekick. So you can see here that our icon is a dark check mark on this page, but when I'm on GitHub and there's an SOP, there's actually 2 SOPs, and it tells me that. So it lights up the check mark, and it has a number 2 saying there's 2 SOPs. So when I click on that, they're right here. So they have followed me to this page, so to speak, and you can tab across to these 2, which again are duplicate in this case, but here is the SOPs. And then we also have a link here where you can actually open the original SOP if you want to take a look at that. So here's our how to make a pull request SOP. And you notice we don't have an SOP for our SOP page, so that has gone dark again. So this particular URL doesn't have an SOP. So you can actually scroll through your SOP. It's pretty readable. It gets zoomed up a little bit. You can actually follow it and read it from here. So while you can go open it, you probably don't need to go open it. Right down here at the bottom is a place where the people doing your processes can check the steps that they go through and submit to you a log of their completion. Let me show you how we're going to do that. So I'm over here in make.com, and I have a custom webhook right here. You can do this in N8N, Zapier, whatever system you have that will give you a webhook. We're going to send the data to that webhook. So I'm going to click in here. I'm going to copy that webhook, and then I'm going to jump back over to my Sidekick, and this is my options page. I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom, and right here it says webhook URL. I'm going to paste it right there. The other thing I'm going to do, and this would be handy if you have multiple people working from the same sheet, and you want to know who submitted the information, is you'll ask them to include a webhook key. So I'm going to say, Andy O'Neill is my webhook key. This can be anything that you put in here. And I'm going to save that. And so we have that webhook saved. If you want to see what this is going to look like ahead of time, you can actually see the JSON structure here. But let's go take a look at it over in Make instead. All right, so I'm in my scenario. I'm going to hit run once. I'm going to hit run anyway. So I have a webhook, and then I have a parse JSON, which is going to make this neat and readable. So I'm going to go back to my SOP page, and I'm going to say, yeah, I did this. I skipped a bunch of these, and I did this, and deleted the branch, and I'm done. So I'm going to click log completion. Shows here I logged 7 out of 12, and it tells me when it was completed. If I jump back over here to my make scenario, you can see it's run. And so here's the data we get from those log completions. Timestamp, here's that authorization key, so you know it came from me. Right here is a summary. So this tells you there were 7 completed, 5 I totally skipped, which gives me a completion rate of 58%. That's not awesome. But right here are all of the options. These are all of the checklists from this page. And then you get the completed options and the non-completed options. So this gives you all the information you need to set up your own Google Sheet or tracking method for seeing when your VA or when your team member went through and completed these SOPs. One more thing I'll show you is this refresh button. So let's say I go over here and I want to delete this duplicate SOP. And you can see right down here at the bottom, it says 5 SOPs loaded. I'm just going to refresh here, and now it shows 4 SOPs loaded. So it's a really easy way to refresh and make sure your data is coming in correctly from that Google Sheet. Okay, so this is the part where I tell you this is going to fix everything, but it doesn't. Let me be honest, where it won't help. It's not going to help if your SOPs are bad. The extension just delivers bad SOPs faster. It's not a magic SOP improver. If finding the right answer is harder than guessing, people guess. Fix the retrieval cost, and most of the compliance issues will disappear on their own. A link to the Chrome Web Store is in the description. The sample sheet is one click from the extension. If you build something cool with the webhook, send it to me. I genuinely want to see it. If your team has SOPs that nobody opens, try this for a week. Pick 3 browser-based processes. add them as 3 rows, and see what happens to your completion data. All right, that's it. Hit subscribe if you want more of this kind of thing, mostly make.com automations, occasionally an extension I built because I couldn't find one that worked the way I wanted it to, which honestly is how I get most of my tools. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.